Apologies for the technical delay, but thank you for sticking with us. Good evening and welcome to the 2021 ASCE Texas Student Symposium Award Ceremony on YouTube Live. On behalf of the ASCE Student Chapter at University of Texas at Austin, thank you for participating in this week's virtual competition, career fair, seminar, and socials. We hope you've enjoyed all that the virtual Student Symposium has had to offer. I have personally enjoyed interacting with many of you, and I'm thankful we could hold this event in a virtual environment. Tonight, we will hear from several ASCE leaders before we announce the competition winners on YouTube Live. ASCE President Jean-Louis Briard, a distinguished professor at Texas A&M University, has an important message for us regarding ASCE membership benefits that will move you forward faster in your civil engineering journey. Then we will hear from ASCE Texas Section President Sean Merrill. Following the awards presentation on YouTube Live, all attendees are invited to join us in celebrating using Zoom. Each student chapter will have its own breakout room, and the general room will be open to all for visiting and congratulating each other. The Zoom link will be available through Attendify and will remind you again at the conclusion of tonight's ceremony. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce ASCE President Jean-Louis Briard. Dr. Briard is a distinguished professor at Texas A&M University and the holder of the Spencer J. Buchanan Chair in the Zachary Department of Civil Engineering. His expertise is in foundation engineering and more generally in geotech engineering. Over the last 30 years, Dr. Briard has conducted about $10 million of research, most of which was on foundation and retaining wall. He has supervised 50 PhD students and 90 master's students, published multiple textbooks and 300 articles and reports, and he has received numerous industry awards. Dr. Briard received his bachelor's degree in France and his PhD from the University of Ottawa in Canada. Without further ado, we will now share Dr. Briard's video message for us.
Hello, my name is Jean-Louis Briard, and I'm president of the American Society of Civil Engineers. Since you're going to graduate with a civil engineering degree, you may be interested in the advantages of becoming an ASCE professional member upon graduation. I will give you a list of those advantages, but I want to start by telling you that as civil engineers, ASCE is our professional family. In life, we have two main families, our blood family and our professional family. We do not think twice about helping our children, our spouse, our parents. We should have the same reflex when it comes to our professional family. We should ask, what can I do to help ASCE, rather than what can ASCE do for me? Having said that, it's also important for ASCE to represent all of you very positively and very advantageously. So, while as a member of ASCE, I wish to ask what I can do to help ASCE, as president, I wish to answer the question of what's in it for you. Here are a few reasons. Number one, networking power and making connections with potentially 150,000 civil engineers around the world. This is the most important one because it leads to having the support of many civil engineers to solve your civil engineering problems, including meeting clients and obtaining projects for your company. It's like being on a team of 150,000 players with each one of them willing to help you. Number two, making professional friends. Some of those connections I talked about in number one above may turn into friendships which will last a lifetime. When I think of my own friends, I see three different groups. One group is associated with my tennis playing. There are maybe a dozen of them. We battle pretty intensely on the tennis court, but we're good friends afterwards. The second group is the friends I have made through my work at Texas A&M University. These are my colleagues' friends, and there are maybe 24 of them. The third group is the friends I've made through ASCE, and that group is much larger. So most of my friends came through ASCE activities. Number three, what about money? Professional dues are $245 per year. Yes, that is a lot of money, yet it is only 67 cents per day. For you, if you're already a student member, your professional dues are free for the first year. After that, your dues will be 50% of professional dues until you're 28 years old. Like your parents, your professional family wants to support you while you're building a solid foundation for your future. You may be thinking, that sounds good, but I will have student loans to pay off. Don't worry. We have a program where you can refinance your student loans at a discounted rate. And if you want to know how much you will be earning, you can use our salary calculator. Perhaps you worry about getting your professional engineer license. Many ASCE young members groups have PE review groups, and ASCE offers free and discounted PE review resources to members. Also, through ASCE's Mentor Match program, as a member, you can get advice on how to negotiate your salary and better position yourself for a raise. Already, you can see that membership will pay for itself. Number 4, getting a job. ASCE membership can help with that too. You're going to look for a job, and probably more than one as your skills and professional interests grow. ASCE offers online career resources, job posting, resume review, mentorship programs, webinars, workshops on both technical and professional development, as well as countless opportunities to gain leadership experience by serving on committees and getting involved in ASCE programs. By the way, when you're interviewing, ask your potential employer will cover your ASCE dues and support your ASCE participation. This is a great response when during an interview, a potential employer asks if you have any questions for them. There's usually a small amount of money compared to your salary negotiation, and you have a good chance to land this benefit, and it sets you apart as someone dedicated to ongoing professional development and leadership. Number 5, join a group or get involved on the committee. ASCE is everywhere. If you move to a new location, join your local ASCE younger member group. You'll have an instant professional network and like-minded friends. Also, think about joining an ASCE committee. Even national committees offer opportunities for young engineers to get involved and contribute. Committee participation is what sold me on ASCE when I was a young professional. I started by looking into the list of committees and selected a couple on topics that were of great interest to me. I joined, and next thing I knew, I was sitting next to top experts in the country, people that wrote the textbook that I had studied from. This was so exciting. I loved every minute of it. Number 6, member resources. The ASCE website is being reconstructed to be more modern, more user-friendly. Check out the student chapter page, student member resources, COVID-19 resources, graduate resources, ASCE Career by Design, Mentor Match, and Career Connection. These include school and career advice, networking opportunity, and more. Additionally, student members have free access to the digital edition of Civil Engineering magazine and Access Engineering with interactive tables, charts, instructional videos, and a variety of publications to help you some of your most pressing day-to-day engineering challenges. Student members also receive the Ladder newsletter 10 times a year, and following graduation, you will continue as an ASCE member to receive ASCE world-class tools and resources, including ASCE PlotPoint, ASCE Collaborate. This Week in Washington, Civil Engineering Source, Civil Engineering Magazine, and Institute and Section newsletter. Number 7, as you advance in your career, you will need to continue to stay current in civil engineering during your career. Like many disciplines, civil engineering grows very rapidly, and it's essential to remain relevant in your field. In addition to monthly e-learning webinars for ASCE members, ASCE provides 10 free webinars for a professional development hour credit with your membership, saving you about $600. In most states, those PDHs will be required to renew your professional engineering license. If you attend the conference, you will get a discount of between $100 and $150 on registration. So with webinars and an occasional conference, again, membership pays for itself. The list goes on. Number 8, making a difference in the world. As an ASCE member, you will be part of a team that aims to serve and make a better life for everyone. Indeed, ASCE impacts many real-world problems through sustainability, resilience, diversity, and more. Getting involved means being a part of the change you wish to see in not just civil engineering, but infrastructure, legislation, construction standards, and so much more. You can learn more about all these benefits on the ASCE Member Benefits website. Now, what do you have to do to join upon graduation? The first and most important thing you can do is to make sure that we have a permanent email address and phone number for you. University email addresses tend to disappear after a while, and we need your permanent address, Gmail or Yahoo or other, to be able to continue to correspond with you. So give that information by calling ASCE customer service at 800-548-2723 or email them at member@asce.org, or include that email address when you fill the membership form. The next step is to transition to ASCE member upon graduation. This step is actually made easy because you will automatically become a member of ASCE upon graduation and be given a 1-year free membership. At the end of that 1 year, you will pay 50% of full dues until age 28, and full dues after that. One other thing I thought about, imagine that your university is one city and you get a job in another city. When you get there, how can you find out where ASCE is? Find who is the president of your section and call her or him. You can find out which section you're in by Googling ASCE sections and then search for president of the section and their contact information. When you talk to them, explain what you're interested in and find out what committee you can join. You can also search for members and connect with members in your area on ASCE Collaborate. If that doesn't work, again, email member@asce.org or call 800-548-2723 and explain what you need. I really hope you will join our professional family upon graduation, and I can assure you that I will do my best to help you. Take care.
Thank you, Dr. Brio. Now it's my pleasure to introduce ASCE Texas Section President Sean Merrill. Mr. Merrill is an associate and traffic engineer at BGE Inc., where he has led the traffic group for 3 North Texas offices for more than 14 years. Mr. Merrill has served ASCE on many levels over the past 21 years. As a student at Texas A&M University, he served as a student chapter president. He served as the Dallas branch president and chaired the Texas Section Centennial Committee in 2013. He has served on numerous committees and as an officer for ASCE Texas Section and is currently serving as the Region 6 governor in addition to Texas Section president. Mr. Merrill has given back to his community while serving as a mentor to high school students at the Civil Engineering Club, a steel bridge and concrete canoe judge at regional and national competitions, and volunteering with Habitat for Humanity's Math Counts, Construction in Future Cities. In his community, Mr. Merrill is serving as the chair of both the City of Frisco Parks and Recreation Board and the Collin County Planning Board.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to join all of you this evening. I commend each student chapter member for participating in this week's events. I'm also thankful ASCE President Dr. Jean-Louis Brio provided remarks to all ASCE student members. His message is extremely valuable, and I will circle back to that in just a few minutes. Now let's discuss the reason we are all here tonight, the 2021 ASCE Texas Section Symposium. The Student Symposium is one of the most important events that ASCE Texas Section helps to produce. This annual event fosters relationships between engineering professionals and university students. We know you, the students who participate in ASCE, are some of the brightest civil engineering minds engaged in leadership, teamwork, and professionalism. We are happy to provide student members with the opportunity to connect with your peers, engineering professionals, and potential employers. This event would not be possible without the hard work of volunteers from the University of Texas at Austin, the ASCE Austin branch, ASCE Texas Section volunteers and staff over the past 12 months. Thank you for your dedication to ASCE. Attendees, I hope you enjoyed this week's virtual student competition as well as the career fair, social events, and seminars this week. And I know that you are looking forward to hearing the competition results soon. But before we begin with the award announcements, I'd like to share a personal story with you about my ASCE journey. Dr. Brio was a professor of mine at Texas A&M University. He encouraged me to take on an ASCE leadership role, and I went on to serve as the student chapter president at A&M. Since that time, I've been making connections and lifelong relationships and friendships through ASCE. I had the pleasure of serving as ASCE Dallas branch president, and now it's an honor to serve as the president of the Texas section, the best section in the US, and as a Region 6 governor. Some of the awesome places I've been to travel through as an ASCE member and leader include Alaska, California, Colorado, St. Louis, Orlando, Florida, Chicago, Kansas City, Detroit, and Washington, D.C. Being part of such a great organization like ASCE has given me the confidence to speak and present in front of hundreds of people, and the friendships and contacts I've made along the way have been invaluable. I hope each and every student chapter leader tuning in tonight is already thinking about their ASCE leadership journey and what will take them next. I think one of you someday will be ASCE Texas Section President. I encourage you to continue advancing in your ASCE leadership journey. You are the future leaders of ASCE Global, ASCE Region 6, and like I said, ASCE Texas Section and Mexico sections, and ASCE branches across the world. Your volunteerism makes a difference, and your engineering skill set will lead to an improved quality of life for all. I am proud to work for BGE Inc., one of the Student Symposium's champion sponsors. BGE has encouraged and supported my ASCE involvement, including paying my membership dues on my behalf. Thank you for allowing me to address you this evening. I look forward to connecting with all of you on LinkedIn and in person on future ASCE events.
Dr. Brio and Mr. Merrill, thank you again for joining us this evening.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to join you all virtually tonight, and I can't wait to learn the results of this week's competitions. The events would not be possible without all of our wonderful sponsors. On behalf of the ASCE Texas section, I would like to take a few minutes now to recognize each sponsor. The 2021 Student Symposium Champion sponsors are BGE, LJA Engineering, Walter P. Moore. The 2021 Student Symposium Advocate sponsors are City of Austin Watershed Protection Department, Civil Tech, Cobb Finley and Associates, CP&Y, Lower Colorado River Authority, Nino and Moore, O'Brien Engineering, Robert Kistner, RPS Group, Terracon, Texas Concrete Pipe Association, Texas Department of Transportation, and Walker Partners. The 2021 Student Symposium supporter sponsors are ASCE Dallas Branch, ASCE Houston Branch, ASCE Texas Section, and ASCE Region 6. I'd also like to thank the Texas Board of Professional Engineers and Land Surveyors and Chi Epsilon for joining us yesterday.
Now it is my pleasure to highlight champion sponsor BGE. BGE is the nationwide consulting firm that provides services in civil engineering, planning, landscape architecture, construction management, surveying, and environmental services for public and private clients. Their employees enjoy a comprehensive benefits package to include outstanding healthcare, generous 401k match, career mapping, and highly competitive time away from work programs to include department care and flexible Fridays. Their culture sets them apart from most with their commitment to serve their clients, their community, and their employees. They seek out those professionals performing aligned with their core values, integrity, commitment, respect, and excellent reputation.
Here at BGE, our core values are a foundation for how we approach life every day. Our core values serve as a guide for how we conduct ourselves. They remind us when we fall short and challenge us to adhere to the highest moral and ethical standards.
We stand by our word and do not waver.
We are committed to doing what's right, even when it's not easy.
We take ownership of our work and have a pride in what we do.
We commit our time, talent, and resources to make a difference in our communities.
We follow the golden rule, and we treat others the way we would like to be treated. Seguimos la regla de oro y tratamos a los demás como que queremos que nos traten a nosotros.
We value everyone's contribution to the success of the team.
Conduct ourselves with professionalism in our work life and as responsible citizens in our private life.
We stand behind what we do. Respaldamos lo que hacemos.
Our external business environment will inevitably change over time, but our core values will remain unchanged. We are BGE, and this is BGE Life.
Our first award this evening is in appreciation of the host school. This will be presented by ASCE Region 6 Governor Jerry Paz. Mr. Paz has been with the consulting firm of Moles & Corbin for over 32 years and assigned to Moles & Corbin's Las Cruces, New Mexico office as Vice President and Branch Manager. He has designed over 125 miles of federal, state, and local roadways throughout New Mexico. He has also designed utility projects for municipal community water and wastewater systems throughout southern New Mexico. Mr. Paz is a registered professional engineer in both New Mexico and Texas, and an Envision sustainability professional. As Region 6 Director, Mr. Paz is on the Board of Direction for ASCE. He is also a past New Mexico Section President. He is the past chairman of the Las Cruces Chamber of Commerce Transportation Committee, and he is a former board member of the Good Neighbor Environmental Board, which advises the President and Congress on environmental policy issues along the U.S.-Mexico border. Mr. Paz, thank you again for joining us this evening.
Thank you, Heather. And thank you to the ASCE Student Chapter at the University of Texas at Austin for hosting this year's ASCE Texas Student Symposium. On behalf of all the ASCE Board of Direction and the ASCE Region 6 Board of Governors, it's my pleasure to present the Student Chapter with a plaque of appreciation. The plaque has been received by the Texas Section Office, and the staff team will ensure that the plaque is delivered to you. Congratulations, UT Austin, for your support of this program. And now, congratulations goes out to the Texas, the ASCE Student Chapter at UT Tyler for winning the 2021 Distinguished ASCE Student Chapter Award. Congratulations. Before on the job, well done, and for your exemplary performance. But before I introduce Heather, Judge Heather Jessica Hilscher, to present the remainder of tonight's awards, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the ASCE student chapter at the University of Texas at Tyler for winning the 2021 Distinguished ASCE Student Chapter Award. This award is made annually to the most outstanding student organization, Region 6. UT Tyler Student Chapter was recognized for this award by the Committee on Student Members based on activities recorded in the Student Chapter's 2020 annual report. Those reports are important. The plaque recognizing the chapter's achievements will be mailed to the student chapter's faculty advisors, Professor Gagnon. And now, Jessica Hilscher is an assistant project manager at LJA Engineering and a licensed professional engineer in the state of Texas. She manages the Fort Worth team and leads the regional and statewide public infrastructure projects. She also serves on multiple North Texas Council of Government subcommittees. Jessica has been involved as a judge for the ASCE Student Symposium since 2016 and has served with the Fort Worth ASCE Mentor Program as a project developer since 2017. Jessica?
Thanks, Jerry. Good evening. I know this might be the most excited you've been all weekend to see me, and I know that you want to get to the exciting part, but I hope that you will bear with me for a moment longer. I want to personally thank the UT Austin planning team, Sabika, Megan, and your team for doing a phenomenal job on this virtual symposium. It has truly been a joy to work with you, and you have made my job very easy. Of course, a huge thank you to the Texas section, Jenny, Mike, and Lindsay. You have moved mountains to make this possible. You three are honestly magic workers. And lastly, to you students. I'm sure you've heard over the past year about how unique the current world is and how challenging it has been over the past 13 months. But I'm not sure you hear enough how unique you are and how strong and capable you are for being here, for showing up, for competing, for trying. In a year that it would have been understandable to not participate, to not come together, not be present, you made the active choice to do something, to continue to grow and learn and find a way to be together. The challenges you've overcome to produce content for this symposium is something you should be proud of. In this ever-changing world, it's nice to know that such adaptable young professionals who are infinitely better at technology than I am are entering into the profession. So thank you again for not giving up, for finding solutions to new problems, and for being here tonight. And now, on to the awards. Our first award this evening is a regional award. It is the Keith McBride Spirit of the Competition Award. This award is in honor of a concrete canoe judge, Keith McBride, who passed away suddenly after a competition. He is remembered very fondly by those who knew him, and his example of selflessness and passion and dedication to the symposium and the concrete canoe competition have not been lost. The Keith McBride Spirit of the Competition Award is given to his school, who exemplifies what it means to be here and to compete. This year, the award goes to a school who competed in every single event, produced content for every single event. And even when the job was a little different than what they thought it was going to be, they persevered, they fought through it, and they finished the competitions. So this year, the Keith McBride Spirit of the Competition Award goes to the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. The next award we will be presenting is the annual student paper presentation competition. In third place, the University of Texas at Austin. In second place for the annual student paper presentation competition, Tecnológico de Monterrey. In first place, the student paper presentation competition, Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México. next competition that we will be announcing is the mystery design. This year, the mystery design was to create an outer loop around a city to alleviate traffic. And in third place was the University of Texas at Austin. In second place for the mystery design, Angelo State University. And in first place, mystery design, Texas A&M University. Our next competition is concrete Frisbee. In third place, Tecnológico de Monterrey. In second place for concrete Frisbee, the University of Texas at Austin. And in first place for the concrete Frisbee competition, the University of Houston. The next competition we will announce is concrete bowling. In third place, Angelo State University. In second place, Tecnológico de Monterrey. In first place for concrete bowling, the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. We're now going to announce the winners of the survey competition. We are going to put a pause on the survey competition and a surprise presidential award.
So for all of y'all that don't know, that's the Survivor theme song. And this year, the theme is Survivor, adapt, achieve, and advance. We've got a lot of things we're overcoming with COVID and other things going on around the country. And anyways, so this year, our presidential award is going to be given to somebody that dressed up pretty good last night at the social event. UT Austin really did a great job. They had multiple people that dressed up in the Survivor type theme with buffs and hats and so forth. Cassandra Prince stood out, Isabel Vargas and Darshan Patel. But the one that really stood out, I thought that's going to deserve this award is Azalea Norwood. So Azalea Norwood, you're the winner of the 2021 Presidential Survivor Award. So congratulations.
Congratulations, Azalea, on being Survivor of 2021. Now we will resume with our regularly scheduled program of survey competition. In third place is the University of Texas at Austin. In second place is Angelo State University. And in first place for the survey competition, the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Our next competition is Sustainable Solutions. In first place, the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. We are now going to move on to the Blue Sky Innovation Competition. In third place, Tecnológico de Monterrey. In second place, University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. And in first place for the Blue Sky Innovation Competition, Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México. Our next competition is a portion of the Concrete Canoe competition called the R. John Craig Legacy Award. It was a video produced by the students, voted on by the students, one university, one vote. The winning video comes from the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Area of the Concrete Canoe competition. In third place, the University of Texas at Austin. In second place, Tecnológico de Monterrey. In the first place of the enhanced focus area is Texas A&M University. We will now present the awards for the technical proposal. In third place, the University of Texas at Austin. In second place is Texas A&M University. In first place for the technical proposal is Tecnológico de Monterrey. We will now present the awards for technical presentation. In third place, the University of Texas at Austin. In second place for the technical presentation, Texas A&M University. In first place for the technical presentation is Tecnológico de Monterrey. We will now present the award for overall concrete canoe. In third place the University of Texas at Austin. Second place overall, the concrete canoe competition, Texas A&M University. And first place overall in the concrete canoe competition, advancing to the society-wide competition this summer, is Tecnológico de Monterrey. I want to offer a large congratulations to the winners of these competitions. All of you have done a fantastic job. Thank you everyone for producing content for this symposium, for coming, for being here, for giving me your best. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you all next year. And once again, congratulations to all of the winners. I will now pass it back to Sabika to share information on next year's symposium.
Thank you, Jessica, and congratulations again to all of the teams. On behalf of UT Austin and the ASCE Texas section, I would like to invite everyone to the very first Region 6 ASCE Student Symposium next spring. We look forward to seeing everyone there. Thank you for joining us for the 2021 ASCE Texas Student Symposium Awards presentation on YouTube Live. All attendees are now invited to join us in celebrating on Zoom. The link is provided within Attendify and in the YouTube Live comment section. Remember, each student chapter will have its own Zoom breakout room, and the general room will be open for all of us to visit and congratulate each other. Thank you again, and congratulations to all the symposium winners.